Hi Scorpio, this is your bonus tarot reading for this month. We'll have three separate spreads in this reading. In the first spread, we'll look at what you urgently need to know right now, and it could be about pretty much anything, whatever comes up. Then, in the second, the advice spread, we'll see what's recommended for you, either in regards to the urgent message we're going to see in the first spread, or it could be a general advice for the next couple of weeks. And in the third spread, we'll look at the next good thing that will happen to you in the near future. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. Here's the first spread. Scorpio, this is what you urgently need to know right now. We have the Eight of Wands clarified by the Ace of Swords. We have the Ace of Cups clarified by the Three of Wands. Then we have the Seven of Cups clarified by the Knight of Wands. And we also have the Tower on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Perhaps even another Scorpio or any zodiac sign. So it does appear to be a bit urgent. For this person, it's not going to be a bit urgent, it's going to be really urgent, right? Because we do have the Eight of Wands, the first card that came out. This is one of the fastest cards in the deck. The Ace of Swords clarifying it is a very determined energy. This person is not going to be beating around the bush. They're not going to be taking their time. Alright, the Tower on the bottom of the deck, it's actually one of your major arcana cards, Scorpio, but at the same time, the Tower is something you don't see coming, something that's going to happen unexpectedly, something that's going to take you by surprise. Alright, and that's kind of what it feels like. So there's going to be this person coming your way, and it could be a love confession, right, coming from them. It could be them expressing their feelings to you, which is kind of the same as a love confession. I do see them telling you they love you. I do see that with that Ace of Cups right there in the middle, kind of in the middle. But going back to the Eight of Wands clarified by the Ace of Swords, yeah, the Eight of Wands is a card of communication. It's a card of travel. It's one of the fastest cards in the deck. My favorite interpretation of the Eight of Wands is the Cupid's arrows. And that card sitting right next to the Ace of Cups, yes, this person is in love with you. In case you were wondering, yes, they are. And with the Ace of Swords, they will tell you that. Right? With the Ace of Swords, they're not going to be holding back or, you know, beating around the bush, like I said. Yeah, they will tell you straight up that they love you. The Ace of Cups is also clarified by the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a card of somebody who made up their mind, somebody who made a decision, and after that there's no turning back. Perhaps they just couldn't take it anymore. They had to tell you, they had to spill the beans, they had to confess to you, and I think they're like really zeroed in on you. You're their number one priority. You've got their 100% focus, right? At the end, however, we have the Seven of Cups clarified by the Knight of Wands. So this is where iffy energy comes in. The Knight of Wands could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, right? But it's a knight, all right? There's nothing wrong with being a knight, but it's a Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands could be a card of a player. Every once in a while, that's what this card represents, a player, right? Perhaps you may think that this person is not up to your standards. You are looking for a king or the emperor, right? And this is just a knight. And you're thinking to yourself, should I give this person a chance or not? Perhaps there is potential with this person. Perhaps they will get up to your level, right, at some point. And there's nothing wrong with having standards. I actually promote having standards. The Seven of Cups is a card of uncertainty and clarity. The Seven of Cups could be a card of a multiple choice. Perhaps you think that this person deals, or you know for a fact that this person, it could have been a player. Perhaps you know for a fact, or you've heard from other people that they deal with multiple people concurrently, or something among those lines. Something is going to make you pause and think about this, make you wrap your head around this. This person is ready to go. Whatever their zodiac sign is, they're ready to go, and they will tell you that. You, on the other hand, you will have your, you will be skeptical. You will have your doubts about this encounter, about this journey that this person wants to go with you on. Alright, so yeah, that's what we have for you so far. Let's take a look at the advice for this situation in the spread number 2. Here's the advice for you, Scorpio, for what we saw in the first spread. We have Temperance, the King of Wands, clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Six of Swords, clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, and we also have the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I think you are dealing with a fire sign, or somebody with a lot of fire in their chart, right? The King of Wands, the second card that came out. Yep, a fire sign. From the advice perspective, since in the first spread we had the Knight of Wands and in this spread we have the King of Wands, perhaps that's the key. Perhaps there's definitely a potential with this person. Perhaps you need to be a little patient with them. Temperance, the first card I come out, it could be interpreted as a card of patience, right? Be patient with them, I guess, and they will get to where you want them to be. They will. I'm not saying you're going to have to babysit them or teach them or anything like that, but this person does look very promising, right? The King of Wands themselves is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is a golden opportunity. I think they do mean business. Remember those two aces in the first spread? This is yet another ace right here, the Ace of Pentacles, right? This ace always comes from somebody who is ready to settle down, ready to start a family, ready to get serious. Right. By the way, Temperance could be a Sagittarius. You know, if this King of Wands is a Sagittarius, it makes total sense, right? The Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck is the start of a cycle, right? It could also be a card of travel. In the first spread, we had one travel card, and in this spread, we actually have two travel cards. The Wheel of Fortune is one of them. Speaking of the second travel card, the Six of Swords right next to the Ten of Pentacles, clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. Right next to the deck, yeah, it's also a travel card. But at the same time, the Six of Swords always brings improvements into our lives, all right? And your life is going to improve their life, their behavior, their attitude. Like I said, for some of you, you may think that this person is a player, and they could have been. And it could have been. People do change, all right? I think this person is ready for something serious. Perhaps in the past they just didn't see anybody whom they could spend the rest of their life with, and now that they've met you, they see you as somebody they could marry, have children with, and all that good stuff. Because the Ten of Pentacles, that is clarifying the Six of Swords, is a card of financial abundance. It's a card of real estate, and most importantly, it is a card of a rock-solid commitment to a family. And it kind of makes sense that this particular commitment or marriage card showed up, because we got multiple of them, multiple commitment or marriage cards in the deck, right? It makes sense because the Ace of Pentacles is also here. The Ace of Pentacles leads to the Ten of Pentacles. So if I were you, I guess, Scorpio, don't jump head first. Be patient with them. You know, I'm not saying you're going to have to babysit them, but, you know, you may have to, I don't know, be the guide for this person. I think this person is ready for something serious, and you may have your, you know, reservations about, you may have your doubts, you could be a little skeptical, and it's totally understandable, right? But I think there's a potential. This person is ready for something serious. All right. I hope all of this makes sense, Scorpio. So that's what I have for you so far. Let's take a look at spread number 3, which is the next good thing that'll happen to you in the near future. Here's the third spread, Scorpio. This is the next good thing that'll happen to you, that'll at least put a smile on your face. We have the Four of Wands, Temperance, the Two of Cups, and the King of Wands. Yes, it's exactly the same story as we saw in the first two spreads. Exactly the same. Different deck. I use different decks for different spreads, but the King of Wands on the bottom of the deck is here. Temperance is here. All right. I didn't even have to clarify anything. That's pretty much it. The Four of Wands, the first card that came out, is a card of a commitment or marriage, just like the Ten of Pentacles in the previous spread. Some people call the Four of Wands the 11-11 card. To me personally, this card always reminds me of an actual wedding, right? But it is a commitment or marriage card. We also have the Two of Cups right here, right next to the deck. It is a soulmate card. So in case you were wondering how the two of you are associated with one another, yes, you two are soulmates. You two are definitely soulmates. Scorpio. So yeah, I'm not even gonna spend any more time on this because that will be a waste of time. Alright, so really happy for you, congratulations, and that's what I pretty much have for you, Scorpio, for this reading, for this time period. If this video resonates with you, please like it, please also share and subscribe, and other than that, Scorpio, have an amazing September.